Hi everyone, good day. I have a data set here and I want to run using the R Studios R Commander or the R Commander. So what do I do with that? To do this, what I need to do is that I need to go and look for where I can get an R. So when you come to Google and you search for CRAN R, or just Google R Studio download, any of them, it will take you to this website. Go to the CRAN website. The CRAN in this context refers to the Comprehensive R Archive Network. So on the website, you see download and install. So check out the machine that you are using. If it is a MacBook or is a Windows or any of them, just check it out and then download. In my case, I have Windows. So I'll click on Windows. And when I click on Windows, after some time, it will just download. And when it downloads, I will go to where I have downloaded it, go to my download and it's there. When I click on it, I will see this. Just click on yes. And then you select English. If maybe you are using a different language, you can do that. And then you say the next, you can read all that. Next. In my case, I've already installed the R. But if you have not installed it and this is the first time you're going to install it, you have to go through all the process. You keep on click on next, 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 till you get to the very end. Okay, so I have it already installed in my system. So I'll just go and look for the R interface or the R commander. Okay, good. So if I have this, or when I open it, this is how, when I install it and open it, this is what will come out. But I'm looking for the R commander, which is one of the installation in R that will help me to do my statistical analysis. To do that, I'll go to packages and then click on install packages. So when you click on install packages, you see this opened, secure CRAN mirrors. Click on the O cloud and then just click on OK. Then when you click OK, this will open for you. When this open, just go and search out for the R commander. So what is the R commander? How is it put in this dialog box? When you go down, scroll down, 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 you see R. You just go down, 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 just look for R. Let's look for R. So you can go down, down, down. So we are looking for R commander. Okay, so the abbreviation or the short form is RCMDR. RC. So I have to look for RC representing the R commander. RCMDR. So here is it. So you see the RCMDR. RC, or you can just use this to just scroll down to get to this point. Then you click OK. Once you click OK, that means it will install. As you can see, it's installing if it is not there. But in my case, I already have it. Okay, so once you install it this way, that means it's ready to be used for statistical analysis. The next point is to open it. To open, you just type library into bracket RCMDR. RCMDR, library. and then you click enter. When you click enter, the R Commander interface will be opened for you. So as you can see here, it has opened. So you can make it larger or bigger. So what next? The next thing is to import your data set into the R Commander. Okay. One of the reasons why we use the R Commander instead of the R Studio is that the R Commander is a compromise of the R Studio. The R Studio normally require you to know some codes to work with, and normally it's a little bit difficult to work with it. So it is easier to use the R Commander instead of using the R Studio. But if you are good at R Studio, you are good at the codings, and you can use that, that will be good. But I recommend that you use the R Commander, which is easier to get your analysis done. Because with R Commander, it's all about, it's a user interface. And you just click, and then you get it. Just like how you use SPSS, Stata, or any other data analysis tool software, which is easier to work with. Okay, so here we need to import our data set. How do we import our data set? So you go to data, you go to data, you click on import, and then you look at how you have put your data set. If your data set is in the form of SPSS or SAS or Minitab or Stata or whatever, in my context, my data set is in Excel form or the Excel spreadsheet. So I'll click on Excel, and then it will ask you to enter name of data set. If you have the name, you can put it there. If not, which in this context, I'm not going to do that. I will just forget about that. Then you go ahead. If you want to change the row names and then the variable names and all that, you can also do that. But in this context, is there any missing data indicator? If it is there, you indicate that, but if not, you just click OK. So when you click OK, it will just open this and then check where you have stored your data set. So this is the data set. I have installed it, or I have saved it in the YouTube folder. There is a YouTube folder I've saved it. So I'm just going to click on it. But it depends on where you have saved it. You have to search, go through your folder, go through your work, and find out where you have saved it. Based on where you have saved it, search for the Excel file. Okay, so I'll just click open, and it shows that indeed the data set has opened. For me to know whether the data set has been opened, I will just click on edit, and I will get to know if in case I want to edit any of the data set, I can do that. Maybe there's a name or something that I want to edit. I can do that. And then to view the data set, it's supposed to come, but in case you don't see it, that's fine. Okay, it's supposed to come somewhere. Yeah, it's supposed to open. If you click on view, it will open. But if it doesn't open, you just click on edit data set. You see the kind of data set that you have. So all my 25 participants or people that I'm using for my analysis, observations, 25 observations are here. As you can see them, you can make it larger and you can see the data set properly. So row 1 up to row 25, I can see the position, the professionals, the medical doctors, the teachers, and the accountants, the gender, the male and female, height. So these are the variables. The variables I'm going to work with, the height and the age. They form what we call the continuous and discrete data set, or continuous data set in short. And then I have the position and gender forming the categorical data set. Okay, so the position, the professional's position is more of an ordinal scale. Is it ordinal? Okay, there's no order in terms of this, so I will not say it's ordinal, it's nominal. Gender too is also nominal in this context. Yeah, because I have no rank the professionals, whether the teacher is higher than the accountant or medical doctor is higher than as well, consider it as a nominal, which is a categorical data. Gender is also categorical data, which is nominal. And then the two, height and age, are continuous data set. Okay, good. So I have this data set and I want to do some analysis. And when I say I want to do some analysis, I want to run some few things to know how the data set work. So I will just come to the statistical analysis. But first, I want to show some graphs. I want to show some graphs before I come to the statistical analysis. So I'll come to this. I'm going to show one or two of them or three maximum. Let me start with histogram and see how it will look like. So histogram, depending on the variable that I want to run. So if I want to check out the age, the distribution of the age, I'll click on age, and then the R commander has an option to help us to know the kind of group that you want to. In this context, that's the categorical data. Do you want to show the gender or the positions? So if I want to show the position, I'll come back to show the gender. I'll click OK, and then also go ahead and say OK, and then I will see the results. So you can see them nicely presented or shown. It look nice, right? Yeah. So nicely, this data set of the positions of the participants have been shown, their histogram. If I want to go back and check out something like the gender still with histogram, if I want to check with the age, if I want to check out gender, I will change gender. I'll click OK, and then go ahead and click OK. And then I will see how the gender will also work, the female and the male, and then the male and the female. Okay, I can do the same thing for the height as well. So with respect to height, once again, I'll come to histogram, and then I'll change it to height, and then I'll change the position in terms of the group, whether it's gender or their profession, in terms of their position, any of them. Okay, gender. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll see it nicely represented. But if I want to change it to another in terms of height, in terms of their position, I can do that as well. So this, then to position, okay, and then I'll just get the results here as well. So this, I can also show other diagrams as well. Other diagrams such as if I want to show the scatter plot. So I will choose which of them is the X variable and which of them is the Y variable. So in this context, let me assume the age is the X variable and the height is the Y variable. If I want to plot by group, I can do that as well by changing. If I want to plot this only but in this context, I just want to forget about the groups and just go ahead. And if I want to change to other options too, I have other options, other things I can also do. Okay, so let me click OK. And then the result is out here. You can see it nicely. Okay, good. So that's scatter plot. Let me show one more graph, then I'll move to the statistics and I'll bring today's class to an end. I'll come your way another time where we'll look at some rigorous analysis such as factor analysis and regression and the rest. Okay, so I'll just go to statistics, not that, but graphs, and then choose another one. So let me take pie chart. So in this pie chart contest, I will choose one of them in this contest, gender. And then if I want to have labels in terms of their names, I can do that. But if not, I can just forget about that. And then, okay, let's see how it will come out like. So this is how it will look like nicely. Okay. I can also do the same for, I can do the same for their positions as well. So I pick position and then I decided not to select or do anything. I just wanted the default to just run. But if you want to change any of them to suit whatever you want to see, you can do that. So, okay. And then the results is here nicely. Now let me jump into the statistical analysis briefly. Then I'll bring today's class to an end. Then another time when I come your way, I'll take you through some of the rigorous analysis. Now, statistics. With the statistics, you can just start with just active data set. This will give you a summary of the key features of the key statistics, of the key descriptive statistics of the data set. So for example, with a height, the minimum is 98, and then the maximum is 182. The H2 the same. You can see the median, you can see the mean, you can see the first and then the third quartiles. When it comes to age, the gender too, the number of female is shown here, the number of males is shown here, the number of accountants is shown here, medical doctors and teachers shown here. So the basic information, basic statistics about them, when you click on the active data set. Now, if I want to also show the numerical summaries, so this is where I have to choose the kind of data set I want to show. So in terms of the age, if I want to go by in terms of age, I'll select age. Then I will come to the types of statistics I want to show about age, the age variable. So maybe if I want to show standard error, coefficient of variation, skewness, kurtosis, and so forth, frequency count, and the rest in terms of the quartiles, so I can change them. Any of them, depending on how you want to go about it. Yeah, once you do that, you can, if you also want to summarize by the group, but in this context, I'm just going by the default of age. You click OK, and then you get the results. Okay, so all the results will come in here for you. Yeah. Yeah, so the results will be here for you in terms of the mean, the standard deviation, the quartiles, the skewness, the kurtosis, and then the various quartiles. Okay, and then the sample size, which is 25. And then the distribution, the band distribution, then the count, the percentage or the percentiles. Yeah. Okay, any other statistics? Frequency distribution, you can show that. Count missing observations, table of statistics. Okay. So you can pick them, factor, response variable, and then you work them out, and then you get an analysis. The results will come out. And then let's look at another one. Correlation test, the test of normality. Yeah. Correlation, test of normality. And then the means, proportions, variances, non-parametric tests. So as we saw them, or as we can see them in the SPSS, you see similar ones or you see the same here. Okay, so the next time I will meet you, I'll take you through all these things. And then the fit models like linear regression, linear model, the GLS, GLM, and the rest, they are all here. Okay, then the distributions. Continuous distribution, you want to show normal distribution of your data set. Is it discrete distribution? Can do all that. Okay, so it's the R command that works just like any other SPSS or starter software. Okay, so this is the first part of it. The next time I'll come your way, I'll take you through the other rigorous analysis that we saw. I think one of the things probably maybe I didn't show you is, yeah, so here we see the factor analysis. Yeah, but in this context, it seems we don't have so many variables. Yeah, dimension analysis, principal components, cluster. So we'll look at all these things in our subsequent videos. So I wish you all the best and see you in the next class. Take good care of yourself and bye-bye.